Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Mark here, and as always, I'm joined by the one and only Jenny.
Hey there, Mark. Always a pleasure. And, today's topic, it's a big one. I've been so excited to dive into this.
Oh, me too. We're talking about how Palo Alto Networks is securing the UK's emergency services network. This is seriously cool stuff.
Right? We're talking about the backbone of emergency response. Police, fire, ambulance. This is critical infrastructure we're talking about, and cybersecurity is paramount.
Exactly. And what they're doing with this project? It's next level. They're working with IBM and the UK Home Office to create this super secure, resilient communications platform. The core of it is something called Precision AI.
Okay, wait, Precision AI. That sounds intense. Can we break that down for a second? What exactly are we talking about here?
Totally. So, Precision AI, it's basically using artificial intelligence, but in this hyper-focused, accurate way. Think real-time analysis, specialized algorithms, all optimized for something as critical as network security. This isn't your run-of-the-mill AI, it is fine-tuned and very precise.
Okay, so like a scalpel instead of a sledgehammer? When it comes to threat detection?
Yes, that's a great analogy. It's all about identifying and responding to threats before they can become major incidents. And in emergency services, every second counts, right?
Absolutely. So they're using this Precision AI to analyze mountains of data in real time, looking for those tiny red flags that could signal a cyber attack.
Precisely. And what blows my mind is how they're integrating this with existing systems. It's not like they're ripping everything out and starting from scratch.
That's huge. Seamless integration is key, especially when you're dealing with something as complex as a nationwide emergency network.
Another big piece of this puzzle is something called Zero Trust. Have you heard of this, Jenny?
Zero trust. Rings a bell. It's like that trust no one philosophy, right? But applied to cybersecurity?
Exactly. Basically, it means every user, every device, is treated as a potential threat. Everything needs to be continuously verified before it's granted access.
Wow, so no more trusted networks? Every request is treated like it's coming from an untrusted source?
Right. And this is especially important for mobile networks, like the one used by emergency services. It prevents what they call lateral movement of threats within the network.
Okay, so even if someone manages to get in, they can't just roam around freely. They're constantly being checked and rechecked.
You got it. And this is becoming the gold standard in cybersecurity, especially for critical infrastructure.
It makes sense. You can't afford any weak links when it comes to emergency services. There is just too much at stake.
Totally. And then there's the whole incident response aspect, which, let's be honest, is just as crucial.
Oh, for sure. Because even with the best defenses, things can still happen. You need a plan for when things go wrong.
And that's where Unit 42 comes in. Palo Alto Networks Incident Response Team. They're basically the cybersecurity SWAT team, ready to jump in at a moment's notice.
I love that analogy. So they have a plan for detection, containment, eradication, and recovery. It is like a well-oiled machine.
Exactly. And they have all these processes in place to minimize downtime and keep things running smoothly, even during an attack. I was reading about their response plan, and it's super detailed, designed specifically for the ESN.
It sounds like they've thought of everything. I read a quote from Rahul Kalia, a managing partner at IBM Consulting, and he said, "We are proud to support the Emergency Services Network in delivering a secure and resilient communications platform to empower frontline emergency services."
Yeah, and Helmut Reisinger, CEO of Palo Alto Networks for EMEA and LATAM, also emphasized how important this project is for national infrastructure.
It really highlights the collaborative nature of this whole thing. You've got Palo Alto Networks, IBM, the UK government, all working together.
And it's not just talk, Palo Alto Networks is a major player in cybersecurity. Their market cap is over $111 billion. And their revenue growth is like 15% year over year.
That's insane. It just shows how much is being invested in this area, and rightfully so.
Totally. This is the future of cybersecurity, especially for critical systems like the ESN. And honestly, it gives me hope that we're moving in the right direction.
Me too, Mark. It's a reminder of how important it is to protect these vital services. And it's fascinating to see how technology, like Precision AI and Zero Trust, is making it all possible.
Well, Jenny, this has been another mind-blowing conversation. Thanks for breaking it down with me.
Anytime, Mark. And thanks to our listeners for tuning in. We'll see you next time.